All right, ladies and gentlemen, traders, welcome back to another Relentless recap. As you're tuning in, be sure to hit that thumbs up. And if you're a new viewer, consider subscribing to the channel. Remember, before we jump into it, our disclaimer is bold and right and clear, guys. Remember, for those of you who are in the YouTube live stream and the Discord, let's keep it classy, all right? Let's keep it classy. This is not a place for cussing, sexually explicit posts and jokes, racist comments. Let's keep it professional. Let's keep it clean. The negativity, the rude comments. Let's keep it professional. Let's keep it clean. Let's keep it respectful. This is not a high school chat room. This is not, locker room talk. I'm gonna start banning people without warning. So just a heads up there for the live stream and the Discord. All right. This is a no nonsense community, guys. Just keep that in mind. If not, you'll have to pay the price of being banned. Um, and I find that the free members, are the ones who are sometimes, abusing the chat a little more. The people who are paying are the people who are being responsible. I wonder what's the psychology there. Other than that, remember the risk of trading. Remember that trading is risky business. A lot of people are having a hard time. A lot of people are having issues. So take it slow in the beginning, build experience and competence before sizing up. And other than that, remember to never copy trade. Copy trading will take you to the depths quicker than the Titanic. Lastly, I do not invest for my subscribers, so be careful with fake accounts. So be careful with fake accounts. Other than that, let's jump into it. Today we sized down. It was our first day of sizing down a little bit and aiming to get green. And I think it worked out well, right? Because we started off red $100 here on these two stocks, and if I had bigger size, I could have easily seen myself going down, way more. Maybe like 600-700 to start, which would have been a little tougher to climb back because initially if we do have a red start, we kind of ease off a little bit. We're less aggressive, which can mean smaller size, which means if a stock does come that's good, we might not get to fully capitalize on it right away. So in this case, we had a smaller red start with that small size, which gave us that good opportunity at longevity for the hotter stock that came along in ADTX. ADTX going from about 120 up to $2. I think I left out it was around 160, or was it 185, I believe. I left out around 185, and it looks like it pushed up to 217. But ADTX wasn't bad at all, right? If we come back here and we put a couple of trend lines, we had a pre-market high up here around 48 coming into the open. Initially a little choppy, right? Small move up, but then pull back. But we did like that we had this uptrend right here. As we got back to highs, we did not hesitate coming into this range here. We had a sweet move through the level. And what we love to see is previous resistance becoming support. Over 139, we pushed up to 149, 155. And you can see right here, this level became beautiful support. And unlike yesterday, where we were a little timid at getting in on the lows, we were quick to attack these levels, getting our first couple of trades. From there, we pushed up, we made a new high over 56. So, this, we can look at this as a bit of a wedge, which then led to the breakout and then the double bottom here. So from there, we got over the pre-market highs and we pushed up to 61. And you can see even the pre-market highs here, plus or minus a couple cents, started to act as support. From here, we had 47 to a high of 65, which ended up being pretty solid for us, giving us our second incline. From there, we had a much bigger pullback and a bit of an ABCD pattern this time. The ABCD, the W, right? I like to call it the W. It looks, more like a W to me, right? Kind of like that. We had the W right in here. So sometimes we'll see a higher low, a double bottom, sometimes even a lower low, but ideally, can we see a higher low or a double bottom? So we had our lows initially right here. When we came down the second time, it was a higher low, right? So we're down. We had our midpoint right here. We're down again, and then we're back up. So higher low, and then once we got back over the midpoint, it was smooth sailing here. We had some baby pullbacks. It went higher, small pullback, higher, small pullback, higher. And this is a good extension because it ripped over high of day nicely. From there, if we were to bring a trend line at high of day, let's put an actual one here. High of day at this point was at 165. You can see we didn't really pull back to the level all the way, but we did come back down at one time here for this reversal trade that pushed up nicely. And I'll show an archive right here for this particular trade at 10:33. 10:33. The price it came down, I think, a little aggressive, but we held up our levels. It came down a little aggressive. Let's see. ADTX 170. So we're at 70. We had support 71 for some time, and this thing is getting ready to come down. It hits 66, and immediately it's back up there to 72. So I'm going to jump in, and I'm going to see if this thing wants to get up here. We get to 78, 79. There's a 25,000 share buyer at 76, and it's really looking like it wants to come up. So I'm going to take 1,000 shares off just to take some profits. And can we get all the way over 80 right here? I think we're going to run into resistance at the level. I bought back thinking the move through 80 was going to be good. I took the 1,000 shares off that I had at 70. What was that? 72. Well, you can see right here, it didn't continue to push through. So my added 80 is going to end up being a scratch trade here. Or a small loss. 80. Can we try again? You can see, despite that green on the tape right there, having issues. So, a bit of a breakdown and reclaim. I mean, we could have made more if we took more size, but the first initial trade at 72 was decent. We really would have loved to see 85.90 out of that one. But yeah, right here is where I left out, thinking that the stock was done and curled up. Some people caught this one in the Discord, I believe. And this was a massive candlestick, right? Looking back, 72. It looks like it was consolidating and might have done the same thing that we had right here with this bottoming wick. It looks like it might have, I don't know for sure because I wasn't here to see this play out, but it seems like we were consolidating sideways. It broke down by a little bit and then surged up, and this time, instead of stalling out at 80, it just went all the way. 214, wow. Dipped down to 90, back up there to 203. And then pulled back into this previous resistance here. High of day this time was 89. Pulled back to 80. Bounced up all the way to 05, and then that was it. But yeah, guys, much better day for me. Improving versus yesterday. Taking the trades at the lows much quicker. I think if we had used size, we could have done very well on this one in terms of like P&L wise. But for the small size and kind of bringing it back, making sure to try to aim for green, we did very well here. Excellent day. Grateful to be green. I'm coming back again tomorrow. Can we see some action, man? That's what we ask for here. Here at MMU, as you guys see my beautiful t-shirt, all we want is some action from the market. If we can see some sweet action, man, we can give it our best shot, and more than likely we'll do well, right? So it's a quick one, not too much to really go over other than this stock. So be sure, I'll go over the closing statements, right? Remember our disclaimer. Remember that day trading is risky business. But other than that, you guys can feel free to check out the chat room, right? Check us out. The links are down below. You have traders here showing content, sharing videos of their trading. We have a great conversation always going. The chat room, you guys can join for just 14 bucks if you're not a member. If you're looking to join via the classes, gold members do have access to the chat room, as well as diamond members. So we pull up the course website right here, and you guys come to our diagram where we show all of our products. You have silver, gold, and diamond. Gold and diamond will include the chat room. Other than that, there's Tim's archives and Triad's archives. All right. If you're a beginner trader, if you're new to the channel, you're watching this video for the first time, you want to get started, check out the silver course. It's 17 bucks, and there's a lot of content, a lot of material in there going over what we do and how to really get started in the game of trading. So yeah, with that being said, I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Stay safe, stay green. Utilize coupon code STATION for 40% off. Of course, this coupon will expire on the 31st. I'll catch you guys next time. It's been RT. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe. See you guys tomorrow morning.